All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the XRP family. Wanted to make an update for you guys going into Monday morning. You are seeing the market picking up traction, from the retracement that we did see a few hours ago. Looking at the top gainers, Ohm is one of them. HBAR up quite a bit, and XRP up 11.1%, which is of course really nice to see. Yeah, guys, one big regret that I always have when I'm looking at Ohm is as to what my current portfolio would look like if I still held my own from 2019 days. I had, when I say a crazy amount of ohm, and I mean it, I had a crazy amount of ohm. But here we are, just should be a learning lesson. You can't win everything, and that is something that you need to also remember. But yeah, you're looking at XRP up 11.1%, picking up steam going into Monday morning, exactly what you want to see XRP doing. We're going to take a look at it and, kind of go over the price and what are some next targets that I could be looking at. And of course, share some great news with you guys. Looking at the price, $1.13, up 10% in USD. Also up 11% in Bitcoin. Comparative market cap, market cap is what I'm focusing on right now. Currently sitting at $65 billion with the 24-hour trading volume at about 12.2 billion, which has a lot of people just completely speechless at this point, especially the haters. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. Remember, on the weekends we do tend to see more manipulation than usual because the CME futures are closed, and the excitement is obviously around the week because you hear big news coming out that you don't really hear over the weekends. And if you're looking at Bitcoin right now, it's actually making its way back above $90,000, which again is really nice to see, setting itself up for a potential great week ahead for itself. Are we about to see Bitcoin start retesting all-time highs that it set for itself back on November 13? And the potential of that is definitely there. But take a look at this, guys. Crypto Inside UK, this is what Crypto Inside UK says, and then, we're going to kind of go back on the charts, and I'm going to share my personal thoughts based off of, what he is saying. So the strength behind the breakout for XRP gets me very excited. Holding above $1 today would be a fantastic second day and a weekly close, which it is doing. Yeah, in 2017, our breakout, our breakout week was 45%. The following week, it did 800%. We closed here, and our breakout candle was 80%. What comes next? So one thing a lot of people will forget when you're looking at these types of posts, and Crypto Inside UK, great, XRP community member, and I really appreciate, all the work he does. But, one thing that you want to realize, and, especially to the newcomers coming into the space, when you're looking at XRP back in 2017, and your boy Crypto ZX was here back in 2017, because I've shared the story multiple different times. I actually got an XRP. That was my first ever, crypto that I got into when I came into crypto space back in 2016, and I rode the wave all the way till the all-time high, made significant gains, but I've shared the story countless of times. All the profit that I made just completely got wiped out because, I got into the wrong coins, got greedy, never really cashed out, into obviously, my bank or bought myself anything. And again, it's a learning lesson, but I try to teach my viewers, to go in with the exit strategy in mind, and I promise you it will help you so much. If you go in with greed and with no, ways where you're going to be locking in profits, 99.9% of the time you will get wiped out, and that's not what you want to be doing. But one thing I want you guys to realize is when you see these posts, especially comparing it to the likes of 2017, we need to understand, in 2017 the market cap for XRP was extremely low compared to where it's at now, especially the likes of 2016 as well. That's something that a lot of people will forget, because circulation supply, meaning the coins that were in circulation back in 2017, were much lower compared to what we're seeing right now. So that does not necessarily mean that XRP's price is going to go up 800% again because of that. But what is really beneficial is that you're seeing institutional money coming in, regulatory clarity is coming towards crypto, and if XRP does gain the market share that a lot of people are anticipating, then you never know what can happen. But that's one thing I always like teaching you guys. And shout out to Vet for posting this. 2025 will be the year of XRP Ledger, the actual star of the show. I enjoy a lot of seeing more users, builders, and institutions point to the tech behind XRP than ever before. And I totally agree with that. If you're looking at the last even 24 months, you have never seen this much interest coming in to XRP, let alone crypto itself. But when you're starting to see interest coming in, people actually look at it from, what the project is trying to build, and, institutions and likes of these big developers even start focusing on it. XRP, the biggest drawback for XRP that we all know about this at this point is that, the lawsuit that was continuously going on, and I believe it or not, so many people were still hesitant to even look into XRP because of that specific lawsuit. Now that, you're seeing a complete shift happening, a restructure, new administration coming in, SEC restructure bound to happen, more and more people are, confident because, the overall future, seems to be very, bullish, especially towards cryptocurrency. And look at this, guys. Bitcoin could still have a long way to go. Kathy Wood says, speaking with CNBC's, Swapbox, Wood explained that the continued momentum would be driven by regulatory relief, which was one of the most important things coming out of the new administration. And remember, these institutions, especially like Kathy Wood, do you think these guys are just here for the next 12 months for crypto or the next 6 months? They're here for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years because they see it as an asset class, and they know, the potential that this asset really has. People compare crypto to the early beginnings of internet and, call it internet 2.0. And once you really start looking at it from that perspective, things do add up. And, these institutions are not here for the small term. They're here for the long run. And Kathy Wood has an insane price prediction by 2030 alone. Kathy Wood has said Bitcoin could reach the likes of 1.25 million or 1.5 million. Don't quote me on exactly that, but it's within that range. And it's not just her that is making these predictions. There's multiple different big names that are predicting that, and that just tells you where XRP of course too, and the likes of Bitcoin could be heading. And obviously, if think about it from this point of view, if Bitcoin is able to gain these types of moves in the next 5-10 years, imagine where XRP's market share would be compared to that. And that's what we need to realize, not just the next 6 to 12 months. This is where your due diligence and research comes into play, and of course you're the best where your risk factor lies. But you could see Virtune XRP ETP listed on NASDAQ Stockholm. This is insane. And I think we're about to see a complete different shift happening once we do see an XRP ETF being approved, which I think is going to happen next year. I'm predicting it. And I think we're going to see XRP ETF being approved next year with multiple different assets as well. And guess what an ETF does? I've explained it so many times. You see major amounts of money flowing in. But let's take a look at the price because, of course, that's what everyone is here for. People kind of don't really care about some of the news sometimes, but you really want to be focusing on that, guys. You just don't want to be solely focusing on the price. But let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. Dominance is pulling down, currently sitting at 59.89%. Bitcoin went up against Bitcoin dominance, and that is really great to see. Bitcoin sitting back above 90,000, as I've said. XRP, on the other hand, let's actually bring out the right chart because this is not the one. Here we are. Let's give it a refresh live. It's not loading on us. Hate when that happens, but it is what it is. There it is. Here we are. So look at this beautiful candle, guys. So we touched that neckline. I spoke about this yesterday. Not even yesterday, a few hours ago. Touched at the neckline. So that support played out for us at the 61.8 fib zone. And you could see the price of XRP picking up traction very, very fast. And if we're able to clear out of this range at that $1.15, I would not be surprised in the next few hours, not even 24 hours, in the next few hours that we're about to retest the $1.26 range once again and actually cracking past that key resistance. I'm thinking, I have this gut feeling. Usually when I get this gut feeling, it tends to become right. And let me know if you guys agree with that. But I think we're about to smash past this key resistance in the next few hours to come. If that is able to happen, I think the 0.50 fib zone is going to be the next main target for the first time since May of 2021. Obviously over 3 years ago was the price of XRP back at that range. And, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Actually, you know what? Let's actually bring out the fib levels there we are. Now that's what we're talking about. So here we are. The price of XRP is holding obviously within the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. We want to see that breakout happening, and pretty much it's clear, guys. I think a little bit of a resistance around the $1.38 zone might come, obviously, but pretty much clear to go to the 0.50 at the $1.68 range. And I think we're about to see history being made, because if we're able to break out of the resistance from April of 2021, which was the all-time high for last cycle, if we're able to break out of here, I believe major amounts of money will flow into XRP in terms of just FOMO itself, because of the fact that you're seeing the price of XRP sitting above this $1.92 pretty much for the first time since 2018. Imagine what that would do. So I'm pretty much predicting if the price of XRP is able to get back above $1.91, we smash towards all-time high quite fast. That's what I'm predicting. And I'm not trying to be an unrealistic moon boy. You guys know I'm very realistic. When the bearish momentum is seen, I'll say it. But right now, the overall things that, as far as XRP is concerned, just mega bullish. And I know people are going to come out and say, Crypto ZX, do you even realize what it would require for the price of XRP to reach, $3? $3 was almost its all-time high. It was a little bit higher than that, but the exchange that we're looking at here is $3.53. So let's kind of briefly, take a look at where the price would need to be. We need to remember it would be at around $200 billion in terms of its market cap. And anything is possible in this cycle. With the money that's flowing into the crypto space, we could see money flowing from, big whales that are sidelined right now, and this would put XRP could make its way up to the top third spot and even take over Solana, believe it or not. And even though I'm a huge fan of Sol, as you guys know, it's the top performer in my opinion for this cycle. But I think XRP has that potential, believe it or not. But again, one step at a time. We want to start getting a little bit less excited. We need to first get past this key resistance. But guys, once the price of XRP is able to break out of that key resistance, you don't understand how big of a deal that really will be. And this is before the lawsuit is even over officially. Let that sink in. This is before Gary Gensler is even gone. Let that sink in. Let me know down below what you guys think. Love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.